Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. A Russian attack in the port city of Odessa over the weekend threatens to derail a new shipping agreement. The attack happening just hours after officials from Ukraine, Russia, the United Nations and Turkey agreed to allow grain shipments to resume.
Ми з вами прекрасно розуміємо, що
Ukrainian President Zelensky saying the Russian missile attack on Odessa is a blow to Russia's political positions. The U.S. and EU are condemning Russia for the attack. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said it casts serious doubt on Russia's commitment to the grain deal. Now, Michelle Rook joins us with the very latest.
Clinton, Ukrainian farmers have been watching the talks to allow resumption of grain exports for weeks with great hope because it's their only lifeline to be able to plant a new crop this fall. However, farmers as well as U.S. market experts also told me there were many challenges involved with implementation of the deal, and that was before Russia bombed the port of Odessa. Even before the ink was dry on the deal to allow resumption of Ukrainian grain exports, skepticism ran high.
Do we trust Putin? Do we trust that Russia is going to allow for all of this to happen? I don't really know. So I'm kind of skeptical of the whole thing.
After the signing ceremony, I talked to one Ukrainian farmer who told me he was hopeful the deal would help move the 18 million tons of grain farmers had left from last season. However, he was also trying to be realistic about whether or not Russia would uphold their end of the deal.
Unfortunately, I'm not optimistic about it because many times we saw that words of Russia mean nothing.
Even so, he says Ukrainian officials told them grain exports would resume within days, and they desperately need these sales.
We see that when the channel is open for export, the price will go up and we'll be able also the farmers can get some money so they can start a new planting season for winter crops for next season, 2023.
But without quick release of the grain, especially small farmers will plant little, if any, new crops.
Small farmers, they have less access to working capital. They have less access to financing. So many of them, unfortunately, might go out of business.
He says he can no longer use credit, but instead has to prepay for 100% of his fertilizer and herbicide needs. And even then, the prices have doubled, making it nearly cost prohibitive. Unfortunately, the deal may be too little too late for some operations that have already been forced to declare bankruptcy. And if the deal doesn't work, many more will follow suit.